Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we are talking about a brand new collection from Native. This is a global fragrances from around the world collection, or a passport collection as some people have been coining it online, and it features 5 fresh fragrances based off different places around the world. That being said, if you're returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. We do all things body care, so if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's dive right on into the collection. All right, you guys, I'm going to sit on this side of the screen and put some images up right here. Now, this collection, like I mentioned, is going to feature 5 fragrances. All of the images in this video were pulled directly off the Native website. And regarding where you'll be able to shop this collection, as of right now, it's looking either through Native or through Target. I'm not seeing any availability at Walmart, unfortunately. So I do think it is just limited to either Native or Target. Now, when it comes to pricing, this collection is currently available. So I do have access to the pricing information, and it does look like it's going to range from $6 to $14. Now, beyond pricing, the actual product types available for the majority of fragrances, it looks like you'll be able to pick it up in either the body wash or the deodorant stick. And then for select fragrances, they do have a more expanded product type range, including things like an aerosol deodorant spray, a strengthening shampoo and conditioner, a moisturizing lotion, a liquid hand soap, and a detoxifying body scrub. I'm not sure if the product type, variety, and availability will change as this collection did recently come out. I also don't know at the time of me filming and then posting this video if there's going to be changes between what I'm seeing now and then when you guys are seeing the video. But that being said, let's go ahead and start with our first fragrance, and that is going to be Japanese Golden Pear. Now, Japanese Golden Pear, it says vibrant notes of juicy pear and fresh fig blended with soft amber and delicate florals. 3 notes of juicy pear, rich amber, and calm florals. I'm super excited to see a pear fragrance, especially at more of a drugstore level. I feel like pear is one of those fragrances that really sits in the middle of the teeter-totter. It's just unique enough to be different, but it's also just unique enough that it really never makes it as a permanent product or one we would see coming out in a signature line fragrance that's going to stay around for a long time. It's definitely much more of like a holiday exclusive or a seasonal exclusive type of product in my opinion. So excited to see this one coming out for spring, as I feel like that's fairly unique, but also at a more drugstore level that's not a Bath & Body Works, that's not a Lush. I don't believe Dove has ever had a true pear fragrance. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe they have. I'm trying to figure out like the body wash logo if I've seen a pear before. I think I'm just thinking of the cucumber. I don't think they have, but definitely correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm super excited to see this one coming out. And I'm interested to see how the pear and the amber kind of work with that floral. Usually when we see pear, it might be paired with cardamom or spices or brown sugar. So pear for floral, I think this is going to be exactly what the collection said. It's going to be a clean fragrance that's super wearable for these spring months. Now, when it comes down to a packaging standpoint, I think the packaging looks great, and even though this is pretty simple packaging, it really does align with the entire vibe of this being kind of a clean fragrances collection, then also the vibe of Native as a brand as more of a clean, environmentally conscious, ingredients conscious type of brand as well. So I appreciate this. I think the design is simple and minimalistic, but also it's elegant, and I like the choice of color for the font as well as the image in the background. So overall, this one gets a thumbs up. I'm excited to smell this one in store. Now, the next fragrance we have is going to be for our vanilla lovers, and this is Italian Vanilla Gelato. And this one, it says soft and indulgent notes of vanilla cream blended with a touch of citrus and subtle florals for 3 notes of fresh sugar, warm vanilla, and citrus. I'm so excited about this one, and honestly, we're going to start with the packaging first because let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But this instantly, that teal color on the packaging instantly made me think of the vanilla Tootsie Rolls. If you guys have ever had those, they're just like a vanilla Tootsie Roll. I come in this really bright, vibrant teal packaging. That's exactly the teal that I see on this packaging, so it made me think about that. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about or you've had those before. There's also like the red, I think they're cherry Tootsie Rolls, the green is lime, and then I think the orange is orange, that makes sense. And then like that teal blue is the vanilla. So let me know if I'm crazy or you guys know what I'm talking about. But I think this is gonna be, again, a super fun fragrance because although it is a vanilla, I'm excited to see how it interacts with that citrus. I feel like we don't get a lot of citrus gourmand gourmands, really the last citrus gourmand I can think of at Bath & Body Works is Ice Lemon Pound Cake, which we had years ago. I don't think we've gotten a true citrusy gourmand in a while. I think maybe, I'm trying to think of anything like right off the top of my head that I'm thinking of citrus gourmand. From another brand, I'm thinking of the Lush Super Milk, which is like a lemon, like kind of cake type of vibe. So I can think of that one. But as far as Bath & Body Works or other drugstore, I really can't think of anything maybe besides the Dove X Crumble like lemon glaze, which a lot of people had very mixed opinions on, but I do think because it's just that hint of citrus and this is a predominantly vanilla fragrance, it could be super pretty and beautiful and also fairly unique. If you like vanillas, you like to stay in the vanilla realm, you like kind of that light gourmand vibe, but you want something a little bit different than, you know, vanilla and caramel or vanilla and marshmallow or vanilla and slight floral, this one could be unique and I absolutely love the icon and really the graphic they did for the packaging. I think this one looks awesome. Now the next one we have is one of my favorite fragrance notes of all time, and I'm going to do a quick little segue on this because I think what I'm saying is going to resonate with a lot of you, but this is going to be the Brazilian honey melon, which is coming out in this really vibrant chartreuse color packaging, not color packaging, but like the font color and the icon color of the fruit is chartreuse, which I think looks great. And it says ripe juicy melon, sparkling grapefruit, soft nuances of orange flower and jasmine, and a touch of vanilla sweetness. 3 fragrance notes of juicy melon, grapefruit, and soft florals. Now the fragrance note in this that I quickly want to get on my soapbox and talk about is grapefruit. I think that not doing grapefruit fragrance is such a missed opportunity amongst so many body care brands. Now I say this because I absolutely love the Lush Happy Hippie shower gel, which is a grapefruit forward shower gel. That was the shower gel that Large Me got into the store because nobody was ever doing grapefruit. I think the last like truly grapefruit fragrance that we've got at Bath & Body Works is Grapefruit Frosé from years ago. And I personally would love to see them doing more grapefruit, not only as part of the Tropicals collection, but as part of spring. I would love to see a cocktails collection, something with grapefruit in it. I think that's such a missed opportunity because it's a wearable citrus. People like citrus. People like a lemony vibe. People like, you know, an orange vibe. People like a clementine vibe, as long as it does not smell like a cleaner. But I do think grapefruit, so understated, and I think something about this year and something about what people are going for in terms of clean fragrances or only buying unique fragrances, I think grapefruit would be such a great one to start with, and I think so many people, myself definitely included, would be super excited. So I'm going to step down from my box now, but that was the Brazilian honey melon, which I'm super thrilled for. Now the next one we have is Moroccan mountain sage, and this one says refreshing blend of wild sage and vibrant bergamot, serene notes of mountain breeze and lavender. This one has notes of fresh sage, mountain air, and bergamot, and this one immediately made me think of the new Everyday Luxuries fragrance that's coming, which is supposedly a dupe for the Jo Malone, I think it's wood sage and sea salt, and that is going to be salted shorelines. I don't know if there's going to be a rise in sage fragrances this year. I don't know if this is like the year of clean fragrances, but I am seeing an odd amount of sage. So I wanted to bring it up briefly, but I also wanted to bring that up to say, if that Everyday Luxuries fragrance line does not end up including the body wash, just the fine fragrance mist, and just the body cream, the Moroccan mountain sage could be a great body wash to substitute that collection. Or if you're someone that likes that Jo Malone wood sage and sea salt, but you're looking for something to pair with it from either a body lotion or a deodorant or a body wash perspective, the Moroccan mountain sage could be the missing thing as part of making that a collection or a scent. So super excited about that one as well. Think it's unique, and I think sage is just a perfect fragrance for spring. It reminds me of like spring cleaning, and I'm a big fan of that. Now the last fragrance in this collection it's a little boring in my opinion, but I think some people are really gonna like it, and that is going to be Turkish rosewater. It says dewy and sparkling rose petals, sweet nuances of crisp apple and creamy peach, as well as soft amber, with notes of crisp apple, subtle rose, and warm amber. I feel like we have this type of fragrance in multiple different variations, whether it be like a Hello Beautiful or a Beautiful Day or just like your basic kind of apple rose, really blend of like a nice soft fruity floral. I feel like we get that a lot. So this is not one in particular that is like super jumping out to me, although I can see how this would definitely be attractive to some people that are looking for kind of that springtime overall wear with everything type of fragrance, but want it from a brand that has cleaner ingredients, and Native definitely fits that bill. still. Also, I think the pink color and the way that the rose looks in the background looks super nice as well. So really no complaints there. For me though, from a scent perspective, I think we're getting just a lot of rose right now. And rose is not something that I personally am looking to wear unless it is Lush's Rose Jam, which is just such a unique and beautiful, it's not even really rose, it's more of like a florally jammy, really heavy on the jam part of the fragrance. So that one, it's okay for me. You know, it's not something I'm gonna run out and buy or anything like that, but I think it could be good for someone that's looking for something a little bit sweeter and maybe just kind of an overtime, more wearable, truly spring fragrance, as opposed to some of the other ones, which definitely lean more into the summer, like that melon fragrance, or maybe even arguably that pear fragrance. But you guys, that really wraps up this new Native global collection. I think this is fun, and I think this is really interesting. I am interested to see if they'll maybe do a part 2 of this, maybe in like the fall or maybe in the winter. I think that could be a really fun idea. But let me know what you guys are thinking of the fragrances that we have as part of this collection so far. Always love hearing from you guys in the comments, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys!